comedy and media matters, and there's no way you can say that it doesn't matter, and it affects things. So I know that it has an impact, but then at the same time, just because you can find a person who's truly and genuinely offended by what you say, does that make it wrong? You know what I mean? So then at what point can you say anything?
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Is This Okay? Where we talk about things and ask the question, is this really okay?
Today we are discussing when is something considered offensive versus funny, and how do you personally draw that line?
I do believe that PC is killing comedy in a way, because I feel like jokes should kind of strike you and be funny.
They invite conflict, 100%. That's just the personality that goes into it. And they just write jokes to get people to react.
My whole thing about like being PC and like, oh, like you need to not offend people and you need to like try your best not hurt people. I don't think that's too much to ask of comedians.
As a comedic person, you realize there's a lot of gray. You might get to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm always gonna offend somebody. And then because of that, you then just go fuck it. And I do think that like there is still something honorable about at least trying to navigate it. You try to be sensitive, but you also know you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
But wait, what was the one you had? What was the example that you had thought of?
So, yeah, this is where I draw my line. Amy Poehler is the executive producer of Difficult People.
I love that show.
Yeah, I don't watch it,
Yeah.
but there was a joke on the show. Julie, the main character, tweeted something along the lines of like, I can't wait for R. Kelly to piss on Blue Ivy, like until
Yeah.
Blue Ivy is old enough so R. Kelly
Yeah.
can piss on her.
Yeah.
And she was kind of like, you know, like I did this mean tweet, but I don't understand why like everyone's so mad at me.
Yeah.
The context of the
I love that you're laughing at it.
You thought it was funny.
The context of the joke is that not, you're looking at the wrong person. I think you're looking at Blue Ivy and you're like, oh, I hear this word, I think of an infant. You should be looking at R. Kelly, who peed on a person.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at it both sides. Yeah, it's like exploitation.
It's exploitation of, it's R. Kelly who is, I mean, arguably a bad dude that pisses on minors. And
Yeah, I would argue that.
Yeah, it does.
he's a bad dude. He made a bad call.
And I think like if I was Beyonce and that was my daughter, they made a joke about peeing on my daughter, I'd be hella pissed.
I was offended because I love Beyonce.
I love Beyonce.
And I love Blue.
I think a lot of like really great comics, the way that they subvert PC culture is making it that much clearer that this is my opinion. And I do not take myself seriously. None of them take themselves seriously.
Don't you think that's tough though? Because I have a hard time listening to a comedian and he makes a really smart, witty, social commentary comment, and I can't lie that so much of why I like it is because I'm like, God, that's such a good point. So I can't give you that love and then the next thing you say be like, oh, but nothing he says matters.
If you're a problematic person in your everyday life, then I don't know if I can really support you as a comedian.
Right.
I love offensive jokes. I watch Margaret Cho and I watch Kathy Griffin. They both have really offensive jokes, but they're done in a way that is a lot more smart and it actually like says something about our society.
I think that if you're gonna make fun of something that is sensitive, it should be really witty and be like, that was kind of offensive, but it was so creative and so well worded that that was funny.
So is it basically for you, if it's, as long as it's funny, it's not offensive?
No, because there's some things that like Eddie Murphy, a comedic icon, like opens up his act bashing gay people essentially. And I'm like, whoa, like for me watching it, it was extremely hurtful.
And it feels harsh. I'm like, oh, maybe we wouldn't be saying these things to this day.
And it depends on who's saying the joke too. Like a Latino person talking about the Latino experience and kind of making fun of our culture and making it funny, like you're like, that's funny, that's cool.
You just have to, I mean, if it's coming from, even if it was coming from, like if I heard a black joke coming from a white guy.
That would make you more mad, and it would have to.
It kind of, but it would, if he, come on, if he presented himself
I got up on a mic and started talking about the funny things about black people,
Right.
you wouldn't be like, wow, this is the exact same reaction I would have if a black man were
it's
there.
not.
Yeah, you would not.
I'm gonna take my earrings off.
All the minorities in them are like,
All four of you would kill me.
Right, it would be like, yo, you need to like sit the fuck down or whatever. Right, but at the same time, if you come at a place where it is like, where I feel like you are with me instead of against me.
Ali Wong and Bill Burr are like two of my favorites. I know, for example, when Bill Burr says something, it's funny how I can listen to him say the same joke, and one night I'm like, that didn't feel like you had as much hatred coming behind that. And then other times I'm like, that felt like there was a lot of hatred behind that.
I just hope that I don't feel like I wasted my money. money.
Yeah.
I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh.
People are learning from each other every day, right? Like, and it's a dialogue that we just have to be open with each other and just learn.
I understand that it's gray, but I always lean on, can I feel what your real intent is? If I can feel that your real intent is not malicious, it matters a lot to me.
To be fair though, like in certain times, intention does not matter if it hurts somebody because the people's hurt feelings are valid.
How about you?
Joke is a joke is a joke. It's just write good ones, you know. Like a lot of the times, it is the better the joke, the more you'll get away with. I'm just a big fan of jokes.
Okay, guys. So when does comedy become too offensive? Leave your comments below, and we'll see you next week.
Your answer sounded so much cooler than mine.
It's like all like poetic. A joke is a joke. That's a joke.
Love is love.
How do you